Good morning to all of you. So today we see a new chapter. In that new chapter, at first if we observed, so if we written a name, some numbers, so in that some numbers they may be follow a rule. So numbers followed by which rule, then the numbers are called number pattern. In that each number is called term. In that number pattern, each number is called term. So now if we observed some examples, if we see 2, 4, 6, 8, so on, 3, 3, 3, 3, so on, 2, 4, 8, 16, so on. Now if we observed these three numbers, in that three numbers, if the first pattern observed, they are given 2, 4, 6, 8, so on. In that each number to we observed, for every each two numbers we observe, for every each two numbers there will be here adding by 2 the next number we get, the next number we get, that means it was in that a pattern, and here too we expect what the next number also. Now here in this second term to we observe in that number pattern 3, 3, 3, 3 given. That means here the first number to 0 adding we get the second number 3, and the second number 3 to 0 adding we get the third number 3, and the third number to 0 adding we get the next number 3. So here also we expect the next number, and here we observe here 3 multiplied by 1 we get 3, and 3 multiplied by 1 we get 3, and 3 multiplied by 1 we get 3. In that model also here we have a chance to write same in that way. Now the third pattern one we observed 2, 4, 8, 16 there. Now 2 is multiplied by 2 we get 4, and 4 is multiplied by 2 then we get 8, and 8 is multiplied by 2 then we get 16. That means here a common number is adding by the first term, then we get a number pattern. Otherwise if we multiply a common number to the first term we get the number pattern. So here the first a common number adding we get a pattern to the subsequent number, then this type of number pattern is called arithmetic progression. By multiplying a number we get the number pattern, that is called geometric progression. Now we see the new chapter, progressions. So before one said only here written, numbers following some rule is called a number pattern. In that each number in a pattern is called a term. Now arithmetic progression means the series are list of numbers formed by adding otherwise subtracting a fixed number to otherwise from the preceding term. Preceding means before term is called an arithmetic progression. Simply we written as AP, and the fixed number is called as common difference. Now if we observed some examples, now if we see arithmetic progression 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now here if we observe the first number is 1, that first number to a fixed number 1 we add, then we get the next number, and that number to the fixed number 1 we add, that means we get the next number 3, and that 3 to the another number by the fixed number 1 add, we get the next number, and now 4 to the fixed number 1 we add, we get the next number 5. That model this series we can increase, and here we adding a number, that purpose it is a arithmetic progression. Similarly, now if we observe another series 100, 70, 40, 10 so on. Now in this series if we observed the first number 100, and from this 100 if we subtract a number 30, so 30 a number subtract, then we get 70. Now the fixed number 30 again subtracted from that second number, now we get the third number 40. Now that 40 again if we subtract the next number 30, now we get 10. Now from 10 again the fixed number 30 if we subtract, then we get minus 20. So that model we can write the series. Now if we observe the another number 3, 3, 3, 3, in this pattern if we observed, if the first number to adding a fixed number 0, then we get the next number, and that fixed number 0 is adding to the second term, then we get the third number, and that third number to the fixed number 0 adding, then we get the next number, and the fixed number 0 adding, then we get the next number 3. So that model we can expect and we can write. And here what is the fixed number we added? That fixed number is called here common difference. Okay. Now in that series the first term is indicated by A1, otherwise A, and the second term A2, third term A3, fourth term A4 and so on, nth term AN. This model we can write, and the common difference D2 indicating, the common difference is indicated by D. Now the first term of AP denoted by A1, second term A2, third term A3 and the nth term AN, and the common difference D, then AP becomes A1, A2, A3 up to so on AN. Now before we see an example that one taking, now the series, arithmetic series is 1, 2, 3, 4 so on. Now here this series 2 we added the fixed term 1, then we get the next term to the preceding term. So here now if we subtract second term to first term, we get the common difference D. So this 2 indicates the second term A2 and that 1 indicates the first term A1. Similarly, if we subtract the third term by that second term, then also we get the common difference D. That means A3 minus A2. Now, similarly, if the fourth term A4 to third term A3 subtract, then we get the common difference 1. So here the common difference 1 we can written as, now D is equal to A2 minus A1, that is equal to A3 minus A2, that is equal to A4 minus A3. That means up to so on we can write. Now the last term, nth term is An minus its preceding term. So sum of two consecutive terms, that means An2 before term is An minus 1. So we can write An minus 1. The D is equal to. Okay. Now here the first term A1 is equal to 1, second term A2 equal to 2, third term A3 equal to 3, fourth term A4 equal to 4, and so on we can write. Now here the common difference is 1, we already said. So that purpose, if this first term to, that means A1 to A2 coming purpose, that first term to we add 1, that means A plus D, A1 plus D, first term plus D. Now A3 is equal to, now we can write that second term A2 to we add the common difference. So 2 plus 1, 3. Now A4 equal to, that third term A3 to the common difference we add. So A3 plus D. That means if we written, now it is 2 plus 1. So second term 2 is equal to 1 plus 1. And here the third term 3 is equal to second term 2 plus the common difference 1. And here the fourth term 4 is equal to the third term 3 plus the common difference 1. So 4 equal to 3 plus 1. Now if we written this one in another form also, now the second term A2 equal to A1 plus D only, and the third term A3 equal to, now we can write A2 means A2 is nothing but A1 plus D. That means, and here again one D there. So D plus D equal to 2D. So A1 plus 2D. We can write A3 equal to. Now A4 is equal to A3 plus D. A3 is nothing but A1 plus 2D. A1 plus 2D plus D. So 2D plus D is 3D. So A1 plus 3D. Now the first term A1 will be indicated as A. Now we can write A2 equal to A plus D, A3 equal to A plus 2D, A4 is equal to A plus 3D. Now if we observe, A1 is equal to A, A2 equal to A plus D, A3 equal to A plus 2D, A4 equal to A plus 3D. Now A5 is equal to, we can write it as A plus 4D. Now A4 equal to A plus 3D, A3 equal to A plus 2D. That means the a2 we adding the d term, that d term is here an to one number preceding there, a plus 4d. Now a6 equal to, we can write a plus 5d. Similarly a10 is equal to a plus 9d, we can write. So on, if we write nth term an is equal to, now a plus nth to preceding term, that is nothing but n minus 1. So a plus n minus 1 into d, nth term an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So now we can write the first term of AP is a, second term a2, third term a3, so on, nth term an, then so and the common difference d. Then the AP written as first term a, second term a2 can be written as a plus d, and the third term a3 can be written as a plus 2d, and the fourth term can be written as a plus 3d, and so on. Nth term is written as a plus n minus 1 into d. So in this model we can write, it is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and a nth term, that means nth term. So this nth term is also called general form of an AP. So general form of an AP nth term in an AP, an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Nth term an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now if we observed two APs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to so on, and the another series is 9, 6, 3, 0, minus 3, so on. Now here if we observe here, the next term coming purpose, we have to add the preceding term to a fixed number 5. So 5 plus 5, 10. So 10 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 5, 20. 20 plus 5, 25. So the common difference d is equal to a2 minus a1, that is equal to 10 minus 5 equal to 5. We get. Now here in this second series if we observe, they are given 9, 6, 3, 0, minus 3, so on. Now here we 9 to subtract a fixed number 3, then we get the next number, and that 6 to again the fixed number 3 subtracting we get 3, and 3 to the fixed number 3 subtract, we get 0, and 0 to the fixed number 3 again subtract, we get minus 3. So here we can take D is equal to the A2 minus A1 is 6 minus 9 is minus 3. Now here we observe the common difference is greater than 0. In that second series, the common difference is less than 0. So here we conclude that if D is greater than 0, then the second term an is comparing to its preceding term is greater. So an is greater than an minus 1. So whatever the subsequent terms take, that is the before term to compare, that is greater only. Now if the common difference is less than 0, then the second term comparing to the first term is less only. So an less than an minus 1. So now 6 is 9 to compare less value only, 3 is compared to 6 less value only, 0 is compared to 3 less value only, minus 3 is comparing to 0 less value only. That model we can write. Now if we observe a series, that series is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now here in this series, how many terms there? 5 terms. So in an AP, if the number of terms are finite, then it is called finite AP. So if in an AP number of terms are countable, then it is finite AP. So if the number of terms in an AP, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, that is uncountable, then it is called infinite AP. So in an AP, the number of terms are uncountable. Then it is infinite AP. So here given the problem, in which of the following situations the list of numbers involved form an AP? Why? So the first problem is given as the minimum taxi fare is rupees 20 for the first kilometer and thereafter rupees 8 for additional kilometer. So here the minimum taxi fare, the minimum taxi fare is taken as the first term, that is rupees 20. So next given, for every 1 kilometer after there is additional charge. So the additional charge that is the common difference is rupees 8 per kilometer. That is the information now given. So the first kilometer to 20 rupees paying. Now for second kilometer taxi fare A2 equal to, we already learnt A1 to D adding. So A1 plus D, that is nothing but 20 plus 8, that is 28 rupees for the third kilometer. Taxi fare. A3 is equal to the second one to again the common difference adding second kilometer to 28 rupees, that to again 8 rupees adding, then we get 36 rupees. Now if we observed the numbers 20 rupees, 28, 36, here the common difference D is there. That purpose this information forms an arithmetic progression. The given problem here one is the amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of air remaining in the cylinder at a time. That is the information given. So here 1/4 of air is removed given. That means how much it was at first, that is not given. So we have to fill a number. So we fill let the air present in a cylinder that is A1, we filling as 64 grams. So now it will be removes 1/4. So now vacuum pump removes air first time, that is A2 is equal to 64 to fourth term. So 64 into 1/4, that is nothing but 16 grams. Now in that second time it will be removed, then A3 is equal to 16 into 1/4, that equal to 4 grams. Next the third time it will be removed, that is again 1/4. So A4 is equal to 4 into 1/4 is equal to 1 gram. Now in that all numbers writing as a series. So the series is 64, 16, 4, 1 and so on. Now here in that the first term is 64, second term 16, third term 4, fourth term 1. Now here we checking the common difference between each two subsequent terms. Now that is equal, then it forms an AP. So now the D is equal to A2 minus A1, that is 16 minus 64. 16 minus 64 is minus 48. Now if we checking the second two terms subsequent difference, A3 minus A2, that is 4 minus 16. 4 minus 16 is minus 12. Now the next two subsequent common difference observing, that is A4 minus A3, that equal to 1 minus 4 is equal to minus 3. Now here we observe the common difference in all terms is not equal. So the common difference is not same. So, the given information is not forms on AP.